This this almost got weird. I almost came on wearing an orange shirt, and that would have been awful. I had a good old comfy hoodie on, and I was ready to go. And then I was like, I cannot wear orange. Like, this is Bengals Steelers week. I'm not going to wear an orange. So we're here. We had our mini bye week where we played on Thursday. We looked like trash, and then we were able to rest and not play Sunday. And now we play on Sunday, and now we have another AFC North rival game. We're on the road. We're going to Cincinnati to play Cincinnati in their house. And I have so many thoughts about this, but the one thought I do have is when you are coming off of a loss, I said this and I will continue to say this, I think you get to see what type of team you had. Quite frankly, the Pittsburgh Steelers looked awful the last time I saw them. That offense didn't look good. The defense looked like they just played the Ravens. And so there's just a lot of things we need to work on. And I hope that we worked on those things. I don't want to continue to see this offense look bad. I need us to come out and play the Bengals and act like we mean it. Act like we're ready to play and act like we're ready to go. I need the coaching to be better. I need the personnel to be better. I need this offense to be better. The defense is doing what they're supposed to do. I need the offense to step up, and I need the personnel decisions to be better from Mike Tomlin and his coaching staff. Let me go ahead and get to the other side of this and tell you the three things I'm going to be looking at as I watch this Steelers team take on the Bengals. There's a couple of things about this game that concern me, mainly because it's the Bengals and it's the AFC North rival. I don't think the Bengals are necessarily a good football team, but I'm not sure if I think the Steelers are a good football team. So that leaves a lot to the imagination here. So it's always interesting when we match up with them because historically the Bengals are good. Joe Burrow's here, all the things. I can't think the last time the Steelers played the Bengals with Joe Burrow. I could be wrong there. Somebody would have to fact check me, but I just can't remember the last time we played them. But knowing what I know about this Bengals team this year, they are not good in the red zone defense. Quite frankly, we're not good in red zone offense. So there's that. They also aren't good on defense statistically, and we're good on defense. So there's a couple of things that should go our way here, but I just don't know what I'm going to get from the Steelers team. And quite frankly, that makes me nervous because when I don't know what you're bringing to the table, I don't know how to grade you. So let's hope that I'm wrong and the Steelers team is better than average because right now they're looking very average. So let's hope this is the game where I walk away from it and I go, okay, I see what we're doing. I see where we're trying to get to because this Bengals team is not as good as some of the other Bengals teams that we have faced in the past. The other thing about this game is TJ Watt is probably coming off of one of his worst games against the Cleveland Browns. I don't care if you blame weather. I don't care if you blame that we played against the Ravens. I don't care what the reason is. I just don't need that TJ Watt to show up in this game. So having said that, let me get into the three things I'm going to be looking at as I watch this game on Sunday. So the first thing I'm going to be focused on this Sunday are the first thing I'm going to be focused on for this game is what does our defense look like against their offense? Their running attack has not been very great. They obviously have a very good passing game. So I am going to be curious to see if we're able to get pressure on Joe Burrow. If we're able to get pressure on Joe Burrow and we're able to make him uncomfortable, I think that's where our success is in this game. The good thing for us is the Bengals run game hasn't been great this year. And so usually if you can't stop the run, it is a lot easier to get pressure on the quarterback because that's just how football goes. And so I'm going to be curious to see, can the Pittsburgh Steelers get pressure on Joe Burrow? When we played the Browns, we didn't get a lot of pressure on Jameis Winston. We just got lucky Jameis Winston kept making mistakes. We didn't do anything with the mistakes that he made, quite frankly, but we didn't get any pressure on Winston. So my hope is for this game, the Steelers are able to get pressure on Joe Burrow and are able to make him very uncomfortable and that we get some turnovers. Because let's be honest, my team needs some turnovers. So the first thing I'm going to be looking forward to is to see if the Steelers defense can get pressure on Joe Burrow. The second thing I'm going to be focused on is this offense. This offense is in the red zone, this offensive play calling. If we play Mike Williams, I need to see what this offense is going to look like because you will not get me to believe in this team and you will not get me to believe that this team is going to a Super Bowl or that this team can win a playoff game until I feel comfortable with this offense. I 100% do not feel comfortable with the Steelers offense. So this Steelers offense has to score points. They have to do what it takes to score points. I don't care who's at quarterback. I need the Pittsburgh Steelers to figure out a way to score points because if you can't score points in the National Football League, you cannot win games that matter. So I'm going to be paying attention to, can this Pittsburgh Steelers offense team score points? Specifically, when we get in the red zone, are we going to continue to run fade routes to Cordell Patterson or are we going to be playing Mike Williams? Are we going to keep in Russell Wilson when he's providing no spark and we have stalled, or are we going to bring in Justin Fields? I'm very curious to see what this offense is going to do, because the last couple of times I've seen this offense, they looked awful. So I need to see a better offense. So I'm going to be paying attention to, what does the Steelers offense look like? Are we going to be able to score touchdowns? Because at this point, I'm starting to think this is going to be our Achilles heel all year, and we're just going to struggle at offense no matter what we do. So I need them to prove me wrong. That would be fantastic if they come out this game and prove me wrong, especially against the Bengals defense that statistically isn't that great. So the Pittsburgh Steelers better score some points this week. Otherwise, I might just be pissed when I make my video. The other thing I'm going to be paying attention to is this field possession game, because last week, Mike Tomlin did some things and I thought he went for it on fourth down when he should have punted and allowed our defense to play defense, but he didn't do that. And so because of that, the Browns had really good field position in some of their drives. So I am going to be looking at this field position. I'm going to be waiting to see where we get the ball. Where do we start drives? And where do the Bengals start drives? I think if the Bengals have to have long drives, that plays into our great defense. If they are getting the ball on the other side of the 50 over and over and over, I am going to have some concerns. Obviously, a part of this is turnovers. And the other part of this is punting the actual football, and stop going for it on fourth down when your offense isn't that great. So I'm going to be paying attention to where the Bengals start their drives and where the Steelers start their drives. And I hope to sweet baby Jesus, we don't do that stupid stuff that we were doing when we played the Browns. The three things I'm going to be looking for is, can this defensive line apply pressure on Cincinnati and make Joe Burrow uncomfortable in the pocket? Second thing I'm going to be looking for is this offense. Can our offense score points? Who are we going to be? I need the real offense to stand up and reveal themselves, because that's very important. And the third thing is, I'm going to be looking at where we get the ball, where we start drives and where the Bengals start drives, because I think that's where this game could potentially be won. This is AFC North football. And historically in the AFC North, anytime you go on the road, you historically lose those games just because it gets a little wonky. So I hope the Steelers can figure out a way to win this game. So having said all of that, I am going to pick the Steelers to win this game, and I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm picking the Steelers to win this game on my fandom. I do think the Steelers have a better team, but that Bengals offense concerns me, and this Steelers offense concerns me as well. And so I'm going to pick the Steelers off of my fandom. I do think they're a better team when it comes to the Bengals, but they have to prove it on the field. It doesn't matter what I think about them being a good team. They need to shut up and go figure it out and put it on the field and win games, and this offense needs to score points. I will tell you though, if the Steelers lose this game to the Bengals, I will no longer be picking the Steelers to win any games, and I will start using my reverse psychology, and I will pick against them every single week, and I will hope they prove me wrong every single week. And that is what I'm going to do, and I feel comfortable with that. So at the end of the day, I need the Steelers offense to show up. I need the Pittsburgh Steelers offense to show up. I need an NFL offense to show up to this game on the road on Sunday. I'll say it again, I'll speak it in the universe. I need this Pittsburgh Steelers offense to show up for this NFL game on Sunday against the Cincinnati Bengals, because who in the hell wants to lose to this Cincinnati Bengals team? We're top of the AFC North. We need to suck it up. We need to figure it out, and we need to find a way to win this game. I don't care what it takes. If Mike Tomlin, you want me to believe in the standard, you want me to think the standard is the standard, you want to give me all these cute one-liners, you have to go out and you have to beat the Cincinnati Bengals. I don't care what happened in that Browns game. I need the Steelers to beat the Bengals, because I'm tired of this ugly crap. I'm tired of these dumb personnel decisions. I'm tired of this offense stalling. I'm tired of this bad offensive play calling. Quite frankly, I'm tired of this offensive line looking like a complete joke. So I need the Steelers to suck it up and win this football game. I need them to show me who they are so I can believe them. They better show me who they are in a win. But if they show me who they are in a loss, listen, at least I know what time it is. So it just kind of is what it is at this point. But as I end all my Steelers videos, before I say that, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe and all those things. At some place, I'll leave my Expedia affiliate link. So if you want to book travel, you can use my link to book travel. I might be using that link soon. I don't know. We'll see how things go. But if you want to book travel, if you want to support me in that way, you can feel free to do so. As always, I'll end this video and I will say, here we go.